This lot right here could be the coolest lot I've picked up all year long.
So many people to thank, and know that, like you said, this is only the beginning.
Welcome back to Card Talk.
Thousands of people,
Collections, card shops, and collectors.
47.5. You're good to go. All right, man. A lot of time ahead and a lot of opportunity to make this place special every day. So,
all right, what's going on YouTube? Card Collector 2 coming at you here with a brand new video. And today I'm back to show you guys another sports card collection we picked up, but not just any collection. This collection is full of gold. As you guys can probably tell from the title and the thumbnail, this lot is 250 cards, and they are all gold parallels. Some will be autographs, some will not be, but this is certainly one of the more unique collections. This is actually one that I had received a message about quite a few weeks ago. This is back when we were getting ready to go to New York and Vegas for some back-to-back trips for cards. And I got a DM about this, and it was one of those opportunities that I felt was just way too cool to pass up. Went back and forth with the buyer for a little while. I wanted to be closer to like 67, I think it was 67.50, and he wanted to be closer to 72.50. So what we ultimately ended up deciding was, hey, let's settle on $7 grand, and we'll donate the $250 to a GoFundMe that he had found that he was going to donate to anyways if we made a deal. So decided that the $250 difference we were off, we would donate towards the GoFundMe. So it was kind of a cool way for us to both compromise, but felt this was like I said, just such a unique lot. It was just one of those ones when I saw it, I really, really wanted to get it done, and I'm glad we did. So this lot is going to have, again, 98% of these should be numbered to 10. You will see in here there's going to be an occasional out of 25 from like a Spectra. There's going to be an out of 75 from like Prism Draft Picks, like a gold laser auto. There's going to be a few other things mixed in here. But for the most part, a lot of these are going to be out of 10. And if you've watched any of the videos we've done on our page before, you know that gold, in my opinion, is certainly one of, if not the most popular color in the hobby. You obviously got the black finite, the optic gold vinyls, stuff like that. But to me, gold is the one color that just so many people collect, and it always seems to have really that desire. It's got that allure around it, and I just figured this was such a unique lot, as everything in here was gold, which, in my opinion, is one of, if not the more popular color in the hobby. So to be able to get all of these in one spot was really cool. But as I mentioned with the price, $7,000, I believe that's an average of around $28 a card. And to be honest, I only looked up, I think, 4 total cards in this entire deal. Just playing the law of averages, I feel like some of these will be misses, and some of these will certainly be wins, but felt good at the $28 per card price point. There's all sorts of different sports. There's racing, soccer, wrestling, baseball, football, basketball. There's a little bit of everything, college and pro. So a lot of different things in here. But let me show you guys what was in this 250 card lot of all gold. So no particular order, as you probably saw in the intro. It was just in a 2-row box. Just took everything out, threw it on the table. Let me show you guys what's in it. All right, you got an MPJ. Perennial Contenders out of 10. A Devonta Smith Gold Laser. It's numbered 8 of 10. Rose Auto from Select out of 10. I think there's a few different Rose Autos in here. I think one's a base, or the True Gold, and one's a Gold Disco. Brittany Griner WNBA Prism Dominance, numbered 9 of 10. Cam Thomas, this card is probably, no, let me reframe. This card is definitely not what it was at one point. I saw a joke the other day on, I think it was on Twitter, but it said that people have been keeping an eye out on the wrong Cameron in Brooklyn, because Cameron Johnson was certainly looking pretty good at the end of the year post KD trade. Cam Thomas kind of fizzled out, but a True Gold Prism Draft Picks out of 10 is still cool. Nice Marshall Falk Auto Flashbacks, again out of 10. Rudy Tomjanovich. Now this is an actual True Gold from early Prism. This is 14-15, I believe. Yeah, 14-15. So this is like Wiggins, Parker, what is it, Embiid, Levine. I think there's is Embiid this year? I always forget what year Embiid is. trying to think. I thought Embiid was this year because he's not 16-17. 15-16 is Jokic, Booker, Towns, and 13-14. Yeah, so he's got to be 14-15, right? Because 13-14 is Giannis, Victor Oladipo, Anthony Bennett, guys like that. So, yeah, I guess there's there's some decent names in there, but either way, just early true Prism Gold. Can't go wrong with that. Justin Upton, this is 2012. So this is first year Prism. It's also the USA parallel, which I think is one of the cooler ones that they do. So, numbered 8 of 10, Justin Upton, USA Baseball. Now, it's in here somewhere, but there's 2 of these. I think it's the non-auto and the auto, and they're both 1 of 10, which is jersey number for Hurts. He ended up going to 2 his rookie year, and I think second year for the Eagles, and then changed to 1 last year. So he now wears number 1 for the Eagles, but it's also Oklahoma number. Stephon Diggs, there's a few different Stephon Diggs in here, but number 10. Mike Trout, season ticket. Morton Anderson, the Trout is numbered 8 of 10. Morton Anderson is player worn, I think. Yeah, player worn, so it's not game used, but still cool. Draymond, I think this is second year Mosaic, 17-18. I'm pretty sure 16-17 was the first year they did Mosaic as a standalone product. Came in a little tiny box, and they were sent out, I believe, the report at the time was they were sent out because Replay didn't do well. So Replay was think of Honors but for basketball, and it didn't do very well. It was an expensive product and didn't do amazing. So they ended up offering Mosaic boxes for those that had purchased Replay. And I believe that was when Mosaic ended up starting, and then they ended up keeping it a standalone product. Obviously, that is just my experience with it, so I'm sure there's something I'm missing in the overall grand scheme of Panini and their plans for product line. So I'm sure there's a piece of that I'm missing, but either way, early Draymond Mosaic Gold. Paul Krause out of 10. Denny Hamlin out of 10. Chase Elliott, 7 of 10. Getting some racing here. Kyle Busch out of 10. Kevin Harvick from Prism, Gold out of 10. Max Scherzer out of 10. Now, Max Scherzer is the one that just got busted for 10 games for a substance on his glove, isn't it? He's in New York now for the Mets. Scherzer, that's 14 Prisms. That's third year Prism. Reggie Bush, good amount of Reggie Bush in this. But there we go. Out of 25, Reggie Bush. So that's Mosaic Gold Scripps Auto, which I think this is a retail one, because I think the Gold Hobby's out of 10. John Lester, 15 Prism. Trey Murphy, numbered 5 of 10. I never remember who's the one that you want in New Orleans, Trey Murphy or Herbert Jones. I feel like one of those guys sells better, and I never remember who it is. There's only 2 graded cards in the entire deal. They were both right here. One's out of 10, one's out of 25. Obviously, this is a pretty solid one. Anthony Edwards, rookie, Crusade Gold. This is from Chronicles, but it is numbered 9 of 10. And then a Derek Jeter, 13 of 25 from second year. I believe it was second year Select. Numbered, again, 13 of 25, SGC 10. I thought first year Select was 12 for Prism and Select, but it might be first year Select. I always forget that. But pretty solid start. I promise it is not all that good. There is certainly some less exciting stuff in this deal, but obviously some really big pieces right there, right off the rip. All right, got Gil Goodrich, Phillip Rivers out of 10, Dave Cohen's, Sabathia, Craig Kimbrell, Trevor Story. So although a lot of unlicensed baseball, a lot of it is still nicer products. It's your Selects, your Prism, stuff like that. So while I might not get the $28 per average on the unlicensed stuff, it still will. Again, it's still gold. It's still got some bigger names. So I don't expect them to do $2 or $3, but they may not do as well as some of the other stuff. This being one, some of the Mahomes, Brady, some of the better stuff in the deal. So this is cool. Now, obviously, when I bought this lot, Giddy's good. He's really good. But he had a nice little stretch towards the end of the year and into the playoffs. That did not happen before I bought this. So this was not nearly as exciting when I purchased the lot as it is now. I liked Giddy early on. I bought a next day auto his rookie year and said, hey, I'll keep this back. Tyler on Card Talk actually told me about Josh Giddey. It's like Australian kid. He floats around the court, looks good. So I was like, I'll buy it next day and kind of put it back, see what happens. So I liked Giddey early on. He kind of cooled off a little bit. His stuff just wasn't as high as it was before, and the market had kind of changed. So the market in general wasn't as hot as it was before. But this probably would have seen an increase in the last 3-4 weeks or so. Again, I don't follow the basketball market on anybody individually on a regular basis, but I would imagine, even though they lost, Giddey's got to be one of the bigger names on a young, talented Thunder team. With Giddey, they're going to have Chet, they got Shea, Dort, Jalen Williams, 15 first-rounders in the next 5 years. I've talked a lot about this before, but the Thunder are definitely set up for success. So that certainly has become one of the highlights in this lot now, where it might not have been had I recorded this a month ago when the lot came in, or any time in between there per se. So definitely wanted to point that out. Derrick Henry, Stairmasters. Now at the time of recording this, there's been talks that he could be an Eagle. I saw some stuff here about that this weekend. There's still time between now and the draft. Maybe by the time this video comes out, he's been traded. Maybe it's complete nothingness. But that would be cool. That would definitely make the Eagles, I mean, they're already one of the best teams in the NFL. That would definitely help with a guy like Derrick Henry there. Bruce Smith, no huddle. Doesn't quite get the hobby love that he should, but all-time guy. Max Scherzer. So, this is actually a 101. I saw this and thought it might be gold, but I actually think it's the opposite. I think this is a black parallel. I didn't realize there was any 101s. I don't know. I have to check about that, but Max Scherzer 101. Literally right as I talk about him getting suspended for 10 games, there's a 101. Another Trout, a couple more Trouts. I got a Mythical and a Diamond Kings. Again, unlicensed, but it's still gold, and it's still Mike Trout, so shouldn't be too hard to move those. Ortiz, this is cool because, again, early Prism. 14, Ortiz, 9 of 10. John Jones, again, don't follow the select mark or the UFC market on a regular basis. So I don't know. I know John Jones is a big name in UFC. I don't know how big this is. Again, $28 average. Am I doubling up $55, $60 here? Is this 100, 200? I don't really have any idea. I know John Jones is a name, but I'm not quite sure what I can expect on that one. Nick Chubb, rookie auto, definitely a win here at a 10. Top 3 running back in the league. I think he's up there with Henry. Taylor kind of fell off a little bit. There's a lot of good running backs. Nick Chubb seems to be one of the top couple at this point. He's obviously a Brown, so he sells well locally. So that's definitely one of the cooler cards for us. Mo Cheeks out of 10. Pulsar. Clint Dempsey auto out of 10 from Mosaic. Tottenham, but old Team USA. Grayson Rodriguez. Another Reggie Bush. Also out of 25. So again, like I said, not every card's out of 10. Most of them are. Bellinger, definitely not a win there. Probably not a win here. Bumgarner out of 10. Dominique, cool card. Again, one of those guys that just does not get enough hobby love. I don't know why it is. Does he sign too much? Would love to get some thoughts from, true basketball like diehards on why Dominique just doesn't get quite the love in the hobby. Lou Will, Gold Shimmer. Another one I don't think is out of 10. Oh, it is out of 10. It looks like it's like an orange parallel, but it's an A.J. Brown Spectra Aura out of 10. So, stud wide receiver for the Eagles. Richard Petty, Brilliance out of 10. Chris Bosh, numbered out of 10. Kind of cool patch auto. J.J. Watt, recently retired J.J. Watt, stud, numbered 7 of 10. Drew Brees, Optic out of 10. This is 17 Optics. That's Mahomes' rookie year, but that's second year for Optic. Tony Stewart, Fireworks, 10 of 10. Machado, that's probably decent. 14 Prism, Machado, gold auto. And then Dale Earnhardt Jr., 10 of 10. So I think that's 6 or 7 racing cards so far. Definitely don't know how much those are worth, but definitely names I recognize. Jacob deGrom, Spectre out of 10. Josh Hamilton out of 10. More Josh Hamilton. Jamal Wilkes, numbered 6 of 10. Elijah Moore, newest Cleveland Brown. Laser, 5 of 10. Jerry West, the logo man, Jerry West, 1 of 10. Kind of cool Prism draft. Jordan Pickford, England's goalie. Is it Thiago Silva, numbered out of 10. More racing. Denny Hamlin out of 10. Stevie Franchise, that's cool. Full spectrum auto, numbered 8 of 10. Jerry Lucas, award-winning. I always think some of the insert sets from Spectre are really some of the coolest in the hobby. They got award-winning. I think there's a Champions or Championships auto in here of Bill Walton. They've got a few different parallels. They got in the NFL. There's like championship signatures. The only reason I know that is I have one of them, Mahomes. It's like on card. It's a photo from the Super Bowl. It's pretty cool. So I do think Spectre has some of the cooler insert sets for autographs in the hobby. Full spectrum, Spencer Haywood. Tony Romo out of 25 jersey. Again, a couple there. You're probably like, hey, those are probably not wins. Bobby Allison out of 10. Cool Andrew McCutcheon. That's 13, I think. Yeah, 13 select. It's out of 25, not out of 10. But still, cool parallel. All-time guy in Pittsburgh. Bradley Beal, Montage out of 10. Mike Evans, Prism Draft out of 10. Bobby Jones Auto out of 10. Every time I see this, I always, again, we watched some NASCAR growing up. Every time I hear this, I just can think of like the old NASCAR announcers with a real, just southern accent on the Labonte. Every time I hear it, like Terry Labonte, I just think of like the pronunciation on his last name.
Mark Martin is up front along with Terry Labonte, Michael Waltrip.
Just cracks me up. I don't know why. Maybe just like a memory from my childhood, but every time I see Terry Labonte, that to me is like a NASCAR name. I love it. Joey Votto, an all-time red. It's out of 25, 13 select. Again, if this is first year select, we've got the McCutcheon, we've got the Jeter, we've got the Votto. It would be cool to have that. But it is interesting that none of the golds we have from 2013 select are out of 10. They're all out of 25. So I wonder when that switched. I would imagine it was shortly after, because out of 10's been the color, or gold's been the color for out of 10 for a while. So I would assume that was relatively recently. Daniel Dye. No idea. Absolutely no idea. Looks like it might have a dimple. It's out of 10. Couldn't tell you. Dexter Manley Auto. Out of 10. Says Smoke for Tony Stewart. Is that a nickname? Not sure. Another Mo Cheeks. Marshawn out of 10. Terrell Suggs out of 25. Definitely not a win. More suspended Max Scherzer. And a Mitch Kupchak. 1 of 10. So, a couple cool things there, but certainly no winners. So, I think that was what's cool about this, is there's definitely some really, really cool, like, staple pieces, but there's also, like, things that are more affordable and collectors will really want. Again, that's why I liked the lot, is the gold. Like, people collect gold. It's a color, like, if you collect cards, everybody's like, hey, I would love a gold of my PC player. It's super popular. But there's also things in here that are, affordable to so many. Like, most of this lot is relatively cheap. I would imagine 75-80% of the lot is $45, $50 or less. So there's a couple pieces at the top. Again, we'll get to the Mahomes, Jalen Hurts, Ant-Man Gold, Giddy Gold. There's definitely some cool things. But like, I have a hard time believing if you like Dale Jr., you're not going to like that. Or like Mitch Kupchak, like again, like that's why I like the lots like this where they're gold. That just, the card sells itself. It's not something you're like, hey, yeah, this is neat. Do you want this for your PC? Hey, it's a gold. Like, if you like Bryce Harper, you like gold. If you like Robert Parrish, gold. So, yeah, that was one of the biggest things in this lot that made this so much fun. Harper, 1 of 10. Parrish, 9 of 10. I think these are out of 25, though. Yeah, 19 of 25, Reggie Bush. Definitely not a win. Here's a win. Patty Mahomes. Yeah, right here. 3 in a row. Probably 3 of the top 5 cards in the entire deal. To me, these are the cards I wanted the most because the Giddy wasn't anything at the time. And the Jalen Hurts are college. There's a couple other cool pieces, but to me, these are the 3 cards I wanted. So you got the Brady. It's Mosaic. It's out of 10. So it's an insert. It's Mosaic. Doesn't quite do Optic Select or Prism numbers, but it's Brady. So, huge win. Mahomes. Stairmasters out of 10. Again, Mosaic, insert, but it is Mahomes. And then Mosaic as well, but it is a disco of Brady. Again, not as good as they could be. Obviously, true Prism Golds. I wouldn't have got it at a $28 average had they been true Prism Golds. But still, you think of all the guys in cards right across all the sports in terms of like who the hobby likes, or who the hobby collects, or who the hobby is searching for to make deals around. These guys' names come up in the top 5, if not the top 10 most times. So Brady and Mahomes, gold, anything is A+ for sure. Torrey Hunter, Spectra patch auto out of 10. More Max Scherzer. So again, while there are good parts of the lot, Josh Giddey, who has gotten better, had some big games. What do you put up? 31 since I bought the lot. Then there's guys like Max Scherzer. I don't think the 10-game suspension is going to honestly do much. Those are unlicensed baseball anyways, so they were probably not a whole lot to begin with. So truthfully, oh wait, here's another one in Fuego, Scherzer. So truthfully, probably doesn't affect the lot too much, but definitely the impact of the lot and having it for a little while before we record is some cards have gone up, some cards have gone down. So that's what makes it fun. Illumination Posey. This was not numbered. This was actually thrown at the very end. This was like a bonus in the lot. I knew about this. O'Neal Cruz. It's not autoed. Speaking of that, though, I don't think he had fractured his ankle when I had bought this lot. So that was actually one that's probably dipped as well, because I think he fractured his ankle. So no good there, but still stud. Usman Flash out of 10, or Laser out of 10. Diggs, more Diggs out of 10. Blake Prohl out of 10. Jalen Darden out of 10. Jordan out of 10. It's a disco, but still. Another Tony Stewart out of 10. Jeff Gordon out of 10. Trey Young, All-Stars from Optic, 6 of 10. Dwight Howard, disco. Another 101, wow. It's Ryan Newman, I don't know much about what he sells for, but still cool. Kind of looked like a silver at first. I'm like, that's weird, I don't recognize that. So, don't know if that's good or bad, but Ryan Newman's a 101. Another Trout. I think that's the 4th Trout in the deal. I don't think there's too many more, but you got a Mike Trout. Klay Thompson, Stairmasters, 5 of 10. JMO, another one of those, has had some impact off the field or court that has affected their value. Got suspended, 6 games for betting? I didn't even think it was betting on football, was it? Wasn't it betting on something else? I didn't read too much into it, but 6 of 10, that's how many games he got. 6 of 10. Tristan McKenzie, patch auto, out of 10. Great local card. Probably one of the ones that has worked in my favor since the lot is when I got the lot, baseball, I don't even think had started. I don't think baseball had started at that point. And really a lot of people were going into the season asking for like J-Rod stuff. J-Rod stuff was really, really hot. We bought that huge collection in Cincinnati that had all those J-Rods in it. Moved some of them, kept some of them, but J-Rod stuff is not what it was really in the offseason. And the Rays started out, 13-0? I think they lost 2. I don't know how they're doing quite yet, but since then, I remember 13-2. But Wander had started pretty hot. They had started pretty hot. So out of 10, not bad. Again, unlicensed, but still cool. Really awesome patch here. I think this is game worn. Yeah, game worn, 4 of 10. Carmelo Anthony, once a Nick. I think the other part says once a Nick, always a Nick. But you can see it's on the patch there. Really cool card. I'm sure a Knicks fan will definitely want that. And then Embiid, front row seat, 2 of 10. So they haven't announced it yet. Is it going to be Giannis? Is it going to be Jokic? Is it going to be Embiid? Who's going to win the MVP? You got Giannis with 2, and then Jokic won 2. They're going to give it to Embiid. Jokic going to win a 3rd in a row. Giannis going to win his 3rd in 5 years. It's going to be interesting to see. We'll see, though. All right, shout out to those of you that have made it this far. This is definitely a longer video, but I appreciate those of you that are still with us here. I'll try to speed some of this up here. We got a Boban out of 10. Nice Dwight Howard patch out of 10. Kyrie out of 10. Odyssey Jones, don't know much. Marquise Colston out of 10. Darrell Rivas out of 10. More Reggie Bush. That's 13 select. Again, I don't remember 12 select. I'm trying to think. I don't know if Andrew Luck had a select 2012 select jersey auto. I don't remember that. Luck, RG3, Tannehill, Russell Wilson. Like, I don't remember having those guys having like a 12 select RP. I can't vision in my head. I know 13 does because it's got like Le'Veon, Giovanni Bernard, Tyler Wilson. I remember his for like the Raiders. I remember a lot of the 2013 guys. So that might be first year select Reggie Bush, but I could be wrong. Ken Anderson out of 25. Definitely not a win on the average, but a local card. Greinke, Kershaw. Phil Simms out of 10. That's actually cool. Another Harper. Eric Berry out of 10. Vince Young, patch auto out of 10. Another Harper. Jalen Darden, I mean, you can't even see the autograph. I mean, look how little it is. Wow. Itty bitty. Jalen Darden. Pedro, Disco, Bill Walton. R.A. Dickey. Steven Jackson. Cody Bellinger. Amari. Kristaps Porzingis. And Moises Keene. So, while there's been some really cool stuff, that was a less than exciting pile there. Out of 25s of Ken Anderson and Darrelle Revis, Odyssey Jones, and some soccer and Porzingis. So, there's definitely some cool stuff, but it was certainly not all Mahomes and Brady. That's kind of a neat one. Parsons, rookie out of 10, stud. Gable Stevenson, while I don't follow wrestling much, I believe this is the kid that was at, was it Minnesota? Minnesota, like college wrestler, and then committed to the WWE. I know he was really popular at one point because he was in like first year Prism, second year Prism. I don't follow his market anymore, but I know the name. There's that Rose I kind of talked about in the beginning. There's the Disco. Mize out of 10. This is one I overlooked when I bought the lot. But 8 of 10, Messy Obsidian. I just can't go wrong with one of the GOATs. RG3, 13 Prisms. That's second year Prism. Mauer out of 25. Timo Werner. Reggie Bush out of 10. Jalen Rose, not my cup of tea. Fab 5, nah, can't do it. Shea Weber out of 10. So some hockey even. Jan out of 10. Gino, rookie, it's kind of cool, out of 10. Carter's nothing a few years ago, and Gino bounces back, man. Definitely has some more life to it. Rick Barry, Bob Danridge, Drake London out of 10 is kind of cool. Michael Cooper, Aaron Robinson. Third Mo Cheeks card, Bob Danridge again. Go Bucks, Pete Warner. Ted Ginn, I think it's out of 5. Yeah, 5 of 5, Ted Ginn. Ohio State legend. Dude was electric. Fastest guy I've ever seen.
Whistles it down to the 35. Ginn to the middle. Great speed. Look out. They won't touch him. One man to beat. Touchdown, Ohio State. The electrifying number 7.
Paul Goldschmidt, Disco out of 10. Russ out of 10. Again, probably one of those cards that was a little bit bigger a few years ago. Reggie Bush out of 10. True Gold, too. 14 Prism. It's kind of cool. Frank Robinson, Super OC, but Reds. Manziel out of 25. Elvin Hayes, Joe Mauer out of 25. So, again, 13's left. All right, last couple piles. You got Clayton Kershaw, numbered out of 10. Sixto Sanchez out of 10. JT Thor out of 10. Quite the run here. Dino Raja, Vlad, that's cool. Splash, 7 of 10. Tristan Casas, Tua, 9 of 10. Another Trout out of 10. I think that's our 5th Trout. Tua, 3 of 10 from Select. Lenny Wilkins out of 10. James Robinson, non-rookie out of 10. Yikes. Bradley Chubb, Devers. It's kind of cool, Devers, out of 10. Big Shot Bob, Robert Ory, 7 of 10. Mert Mulder, I don't know much about him, out of 10. Elvin Hayes, Full Spectrum, out of 10. Another Manziel, also out of 25. Again, a lot of the Spectra seems to be out of 25. Kershaw Select, out of 25. KJ Hamler, out of 10. Bob Greasy, out of 10. Sertan Rising Suns Optic, numbered, looks like it's under there. I think that's out of 10, but that's probably decent. Carmelo Prism, out of 10. Gotta like that. Bubba Wallace Gold Auto, out of 10. Von Miller Field Level, 10 of 10. Gasol Fireworks, 3 of 10. And Bradley Beal, 4 of 10. One of the other things I will say is I definitely haven't noticed a lot of jersey numbered stuff. Again, I realize 10's a low number, so the odds of it being jersey number are already lower just because it's like, 10 numbers. But definitely haven't noticed a lot of jersey numbered stuff. I figured, honestly, there would be more. Carlos Rodon out of 10. AJ Griffin out of 10. Ditka out of 5. So, not bad. Reggie Bush out of 25. There's the NBA champion. So I talked about this earlier with this Spectra. 6 of 10, Bill Walton, champions on-card auto from Spectra. Bill Elliott, gold out of 10. Jim Palmer. Molina, it's not bad, all-time catcher. Out of 10, Cordero Patterson. Gilmore, Dantley, Mo Cheeks again. It's not the most expensive card, but it is kind of neat. This set was built around like the greatest to wear the number, so it's RG3 and Tarkenton. This was obviously early in RG3's career, second year select, 2013 select, but thought that was neat. It's out of 10. Lou Williams, Disco out of 10. Mario Chalmers out of 10. Mario Chalmers, man, was he? I think he was on the national championship team at Kansas, but Chalmers was the guy that was recently, I think, talking crazy, basically saying, what was he saying? Nobody's scared of LeBron.
Nobody fears Bron. Nobody's like, I gotta go play this Bron tonight. Nobody said that. I don't know why.
Right.
Saying stuff. Didn't he win titles with LeBron, and now he's talking crazy that nobody's scared of LeBron? Weird. Couldn't be me. Doug McDermott, out of 10. Dan Issel, DeAndre Hopkins. That's actually a rookie. That's kind of cool. Out of 10. D-Hop. See if he gets dealt this week, maybe on the draft day. We'll see. Could happen. Another Reggie Bush out of 25. Clint Capella, Kevin McHale, Jack Sikma. There's the Sauce Gardner. I was talking about this earlier. But it's out of 75. Looks like it might be out of 10 gold, but it's a gold laser out of 75. Vlade Divac, Rusty Wallace, Pat Riley, Nate Archibald, Dino Raja, Richard Petty, Dave Cowens, and Carson Palmer Prism Draft. So, not all wins here. Got to have the average for a reason. You got a Dan Issel, Dave Cowens. Again, good news is it's gold. Jimenez, local guy. Another Spectra. It's out of 25 of Khalil Mack. Lance Briggs, die cut out of 10. Stafford for the Lions, 2 of 10. Julio Jones, Contenders Optic. Alexander Isak? Montage? Not sure. Bumgardner, Optic out of 10. Jack Morris. Glavin, Auto out of 10 from Early Prism. Sabathia, Auto out of 10. Jackie Bradley Jr. Raphael Devers. Danica, patented penmanship Auto out of 10. That's probably decent. Again, don't know WWE too much, but Booker T, like Flash or Wave out of 10. Here's the, 1 of 10 Jalen Hurts non-auto. So we have the auto and the non-auto, both 1 of 10 jersey number. Ortiz, Auto out of 10 from Early Prism. It's probably pretty decent right there. Ortiz, Boston legend. All right, Israel Adesanya, numbered out of 10. Damian Lillard, splash out of 10. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with Lillard. Does he retire? Does he stay in Portland? Like, what's he going to do? It's going to be interesting. Tatum, my guy, star, out of 10. Jerry Lucas, another Jerry Lucas out of 10. Another Reggie Bush. I think that's 2 Reggie Bushes from the same Prism set, both out of 10. More Stephon Diggs, more Vlad. A couple repeats here in terms of players. Larry Fitz out of 25 from Crusade. Josh Giddey, again, definitely some improvement there, out of 10. Lottery ticket, Contenders Optic, rookie. Jerry Jeudy, die cut out of 10. Maybe see if he gets dealt before the draft. We'll see. The glove, Gary Payton, 6 of 10. Tony Stewart, auto. Looked like it was on card at first, but it's not. Pat Pete, this is cool. I definitely like this. I'll probably keep this. I'm going to go through it and see what I want to keep, but Pat Pete, Early Prism. And then Neymar, Titans, numbered out of 10. So only a couple soccer, 5 or 6 soccer. Obviously the Messi, I know. Neymar, I know. I don't know what this will sell for. Like, I don't know how strong his market is, but nice PSG, cool looking insert from Optic out of 10. Figure it's not bad. So, a lot of work cut out for us. Got to obviously process it, sort it, decide what we're going to keep, and then start moving it. It's got some really cool stuff, and like I said in the beginning, and I said throughout, this was one of those lots that Didn't do a lot of research on it. It just made sense on average. There were some clear wins, some clear losses, but felt the average was good. Had a good cause in it with a little charity aspect. All gold, a lot of names, a lot of cool sets. So this was a fun one. So hopefully we can pick up some unique lots like this here in the future. But stay tuned, guys. More cool card content coming soon. So I got for now. Peace, guys.